My name is Clement Akpang. I'm an assistant professor of African art history and theory at the George Washington University in the US. I think it's one of the biggest congress that puts together art historians all over the world to have over 900 or 1,000 panels and have over 2,000 or so participants is a huge gathering. And particularly what was very interesting to me is this idea of exploring matter and materiality from diverse perspectives from all over the world. That's the reason why I decided to join my colleague Deborah Lax to propose a panel for the conference. One of the things, I come from a practice background, so I'm also an artist, and I work a lot with trash, I work a lot with waste. And over time, I discovered that the discourse around the use of waste, particularly in the African context, does not reflect actually the ideologies and concept as to why artists use trash in Africa. Particularly if you do a lot of the research, you discover that the main discourse is either around Euro-American modernism, this idea of anti-art aesthetics, or contemporary now it centers around ecological activism and environmental activism within global art history context. But the problem with that is that these dominating discourses, they obscure certain particular localized interpretation and semantics of waste and how artists use it in their specific context. And for me, this conference that gives this opportunity for us to look at these diverse perspectives was very interesting. I think maybe one word would be fantastic. I think everything worked very well. What was very interesting to me particularly is the follow-up. There are a lot of persons who had slight issues with the visas, slight delays, and there was this constant follow-up. From the moment the panel was accepted, there's this back and forth email about what has been done. So you have information, you're never kept in the dark. You know exactly what the next phase or the next step is going to be. And that first part was super interesting and very effective. And then arriving here, of course, having over 100 or so volunteers working in different, whether it's tech, whether it's giving directions, whether it's assisting, there's somebody at every corner to answer your questions. So for me, that's great. Absolutely. There's so much to remember from the conference. The panel we just had this artists from different parts of the world who presented very, very brilliant work. And going forward, we want to have these conversations. And of course, we're thinking about an edited volume. Beside that, I also attended a lot of panels and made connections, spoke with people talking about whether it's decolonizing material, whether it's talking about the centrality of materiality in the teaching of technical art history, or whether it's talking about materiality and methods in the teaching of art and the teaching of art history. I also attended a session that talked brilliantly about the works of conservators. Just before coming here, I just had a conversation with the conservator from MoMA. And so for me, I think I've already met different persons, had different conversations from across disciplines that I suspect, and I hope I'm going to keep that going forward to see what comes out of these conversations.